in my life. I deserve 6.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at DJ Chark. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 13 carries, 56 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Cousins to throw it.
He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. They're going to take the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that
touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to run out of bounds. So incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. And you have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And coming to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers again now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looking at man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Ihmir Smith-Marsette now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run the counter with Cook. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Smith-Marsette complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Shark calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2. 10-0 to score after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On play action, it's Rodgers. Shark's got it left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him as we sit in the second quarter. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action now. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like he marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
To the air again, it's Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play fake, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Cook, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
For the field goal of 21 yards.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
DJ Chark. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Dobbs. Finding room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now it's Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 36. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll send Rodgers in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Amari Rodgers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, what we got? It's showtime, baby.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cousins to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, They now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
That's taken in by Smith-Marsette.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins.
He'll find Smith-Marsette complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On play action, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, here's Cousins. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Second down at 5.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 1. Brings up
Here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Back to the ground, Cook.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
There's Cook again.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Cousins. Wide open receiver, complete.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Vikings.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Chark.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Rodgers going to throw.
And a dangerous throw there for the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. 30. 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins. Well, this one complete to Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Cousins.
That's complete to Smith-Marset. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Cousins.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
To the air again, it's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Green Bay.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If these guys are running offense like you drive, the pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right is Chubb. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a turn just to make sure. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Cousins now. He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,